On today's video, I'm going to be cooking steaks right in front of Salt Bae's restaurant. Oh yes, it's a little cold here in Florida, as you guys can see. I just want to cook a steak right over there. You know, me and Salt Bae have not been the best of friends. Let's just say that we don't see eye to eye, but I am ready to put that aside. I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought, you know what? Would it be a perfect thing for me to cook right next to his restaurant? That sends a good message that I'm ready to become good friends. Salt Bae, if you are watching this video, I think you are an interesting character, let's just say the least. I'm becoming a little soft, everybody. I'm becoming nicer nowadays, you know what I mean? So maybe he's willing to be my best friend. Now this is supposed to run an entire house with electricity. But if you open the tunnel right here, and we open the back, this spot has the outlets. We have two 120 and 150 amp. I'm gonna be using everything to test it and see if it actually can cook everything. And the first thing we're gonna start off is a butter poached steak. Let's go. Ha! Got my setup here. First thing I'm gonna do is see if this thing actually works. It does turn on. Yes! Now, here's what I got to work with. I got a beautiful Wagyu picanha marbling score 8, and I got some butter over here. Let's just say it's a generous amount, right? It is smoking, so it's working very well. I'm gonna go ahead and put this butter in here. Woo! Oh, I wish you could smell this, everybody. It smells phenomenal. 10 out of 10. See, we want to melt this butter nice and slow. I'm very curious to see how much better it's going to consume. We're starting off the steak with 201 miles and at 67%. When we're done cooking with the steak, let's see what's going to happen. The smell of this thing is intoxicating, everybody. Now, here's the deal. I'm not going to season the picanha at all right now because if not, it's just going to go bye-bye. Since it's fully melted, I'm going to start by putting the fat side down, okay? That's quite important. I'm going to lower it nice and slow, and it's also going to render a little bit of that fat, and I'll just swirl nice and slow. And then once I got that fat a little bit cooked, I'm gonna go ahead and slowly put that picanha down. Immediately lower a little bit the temperature because I want to poach it nice and slow. And we're gonna monitor the temperature here because the key is to cook it to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. No more, no less. I have reached 100 internal temperature, everybody, exactly what I wanted. Take a look at this picanha. It looks phenomenal already. It's even getting a little bit of sear, which is surprising. I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna set it down right here. But now, just like every sous vide steak, we need to put a sear on it. We're gonna wait for this cast iron to heat up. It normally takes no time at all. It's already smoking. That's insane. All right, got a little bit of avocado oil right here. I'm gonna put that in. Now I'm gonna lower the temperature a little bit. I don't want it to be extremely hot because it might be a little bit too hot. And as always, please start with the fat first, okay? Always sear the fat. That is a key of a good picanha. If you sear the fat, it's gonna be way better. Oh man, this is quite fun, everybody. It's a lot better to cook outdoors than indoors. I want you to take a look at the fat. It's been no longer than, I don't know, maybe a minute. You see that? Golden brown. That's what we want. Nice, beautiful fat, golden brown. We want to have full contact right now. Now with butter poached steak, the best thing you can do is always season it before and brine the steak. Since we didn't have time with this one, we're going to be seasoning it after. What a nice crust. And that crust is the butter caramelizing on the edge right here. That's amazing. That looks phenomenal. Beautiful, beautiful crust. We're gonna cook this picanha into the internal temperature is 135, which is my preferred on this. I got a nice, beautiful crust. I couldn't be happier. I know it's fully cooked in the middle, but now one thing that I recommend doing, and a lot of chef does as well, since it's fully cooked, we're gonna let it rest a little bit, even though it's freezing outside. Looks nice. It's starting to rain. Thankfully, it's not freezing weather. If not, it will be snowing. All right, so I got the picanha rested for quite some time. So let's go ahead and slice this thing up. It's nothing better than a nice warm steak. Tiny bit of black pepper. I would say for me cooking on the Cybertruck the very first time, I'm happy with it. It's nice and juicy. Maybe slightly medium instead of medium rare, but nevertheless, let's give this a try. I said it before, and I'll say it again. There's nothing better than a picanha. The butter poaching actually gave an additional extra flavor to the picanha, which is quite different. And it is expected to overcook slightly when you butter poach something versus you cooking it directly on the charcoal. For the first time cooking on a Cybertruck, it's a win-win. Even though the picanha was great, I wanted to cook some burgers and see how the Cybertruck would do. So I started by first caramelizing some onions. Well, that took about 45 minutes. It takes time to caramelize the onions, everybody. I'm not gonna lie, but as you can see, it's nicely caramelized, exactly what I want on my burger. I'm gonna actually set this aside right here. Now, we're gonna go ahead and cook the burgers. These are fresh patties. I'm gonna season it with a generous amount of salt, tiny bit of black pepper, and we're gonna cook this burger. Onions are super caramelized. I'm done with these onions for now. I'm gonna go ahead and reserve them right over here so we can build our burger. That's it. Have these burgers cooked nice and slow. While the burger is cooking, as you can clearly see, it's gonna take a second. I'm already gonna see if this thing can handle multiple things at the same time. So I'm gonna cook on the air fryer. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug multiple things in it to see if the Cybertruck can handle it. Let's see what's gonna happen. I don't know if it can take that much power. These are very powerful appliances. Prep some fries, baby. Got some fries right here. So I'll cook the fries first because they take longer. And then right after, I'll be cooking the steak. And I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna do. Into the fryer they go. I'm gonna set it up to 400 for 10 minutes. Will it be able to handle both at the same time? I have no idea. That's a lot of power being drawn for the truck. I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. So we're cooking both at the same time, the burger and also air fryer steak with fries, and we are still at 196 miles. It's drawing out almost no power. That's a good thing, but let's go ahead and flip these burgers. All right, those burgers still need a little bit more time, but the air fryer has been 10 minutes. Ooh, it is working like a charm. Oh, that nice warm. It's like I'm getting a facial. Very nice. Okay, so now here's what I'm gonna do. Since I got these fries going, I'm gonna make a little pocket right here in the middle. I don't want my fries to get soggy. They still need about 10 more minutes. This steak has been dry brine and seasoned since yesterday. We'll put it right here in the middle, and I'm gonna cook this steak here. Into the air fryer it goes at the highest setting, 450 for 6 minutes. Let's go. Let's see how that one is gonna turn out. And my burgers are looking great. This griddle is not as powerful as I thought it was gonna be, but we're getting somewhere. Oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm gonna put these onions right back here just to warm them up a little bit since it's a little bit cold. Now it's all up to you how much onions you want. I'm going to put this much right here. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna flip this burger, flip this one here. I'm gonna grab this American cheese. One goes right up here, and the second one goes right over here. I'm gonna grab this one. I'll put it right on top, just like that. And I'll grab this one, and I'll put it on top of this one. And I'm gonna grab this bun. I'll lay it down right here for now. Tiny bit of Japanese mayo. I'm gonna grab the burger, put it right on top, just like that. And I'm gonna crown the burger. Now we're not done yet. And here what makes this burger quite special for me. I'm gonna go ahead and skewer it all the way down, just like that. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and slice this burger right in the middle, like so. Now here's the thing. You can clearly see that the burger is cooked all the way through, right? But here's what's gonna make it even more special. I'll put a tiny bit of mayo here, tiny bit of mayo here, and I'm gonna lay it right down there. Same goes with this one. Right on top of the mayo. We're gonna just let this caramelize for a little bit. Oh yeah. I got a nice little caramelization here, and I wanna show you guys. Now that looks delicious to me. Oh yeah, ooh, beautiful. Let's check on our steak. Ooh, steak and fries. I mean, I'm not proud of this crust. I'm not gonna say it's a perfect crust, but the last thing you wanna do is to overcook the steak. You overcook a steak, that's sacrilegious. And right now it's still at 75 degrees Fahrenheit, so we can go a little bit longer. No problem at all. While that's going, let's taste these burgers. What good is it if you make good food and you don't share, everybody? Cheers. Let me know how it tastes, huh?
Cheers.
Let's see.
Oh, those caramelized onions are fire, dude.
That's so good. It's greasy, delicious, exactly what you would expect from a burger. You know, if your burger is not greasy, you're not doing it right. What do you think? So good, right? And obviously, it's not medium rare, and it was never supposed to be. This is a caramelization burger. The more caramelized it is, the better it's gonna be. I mean, what a wonderful bite. You like it?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk? You're too cold?
It's very cold.
This warms you up, though. We got an air fryer steak. I'm excited to try that. I think it's time. Oh, I don't mind that at all. Is it perfect? No, absolutely not. But we got a little bit of caramelization here on the steak. The fries are nice and crispy. Some of them are not evenly cooked, but that's fine. Oh, that's good. Super crispy. This is gonna hit different. Grab my steak. I'm gonna let my steak rest right here. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think the Cybertruck was gonna perform this well, cooking an actual meal for the family. When I first started, I was a little bit skeptical about cooking the steak on the back of the Cybertruck, but it performed very well. It did its job. It provided electricity that it needed to provide. And the steak, obviously on an air fryer, it's not the best steak ever, but you can clearly see, everybody, if you are in a hurry and you just wanna throw everything in to have a nice meal. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Will it be the best steak ever? Well, I'm not sure. We're gonna try it right now. Let's go ahead and slice it. I'm not calling this one a medium rare, for sure not. I'm calling this one kind of like medium. As you can see, the longer it sits, more the red will come. But nevertheless, let's give you guys an honest review here. Yo, it's not perfect, but there's nothing wrong with that. I do not mind this. If you are tailgating, you want to cook something quickly, it works very well. As you can clearly see, the longer you sit down here, the more red it becomes. I call that steak blooming, so it's the redness, the pinkness is coming out. Right? It's not like a charcoal steak, which on the charcoal will be better, but if it's a nice cold day, I don't mind this.
It's so cold out here. You could have made a steak however you wanted it. As long as it was warm, I'd like it. But regardless, this is actually pretty good. Not the best crust, but
No.
throughout,
Not at all.
still pretty tasty. Let me try one of these fries.
Yeah. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about the microwave, everybody? The huge microwave, which is black, but at least it's black, it's not silver. Now I am gonna go ahead and serve a little bit of this steak to Salt Bae's employees so that they can taste my steak. I wonder if they're gonna let me record it. Well, I just hope the people there likes my steak. Let's see what happens. Here goes nothing. See you guys on the next one. Take care, buddy.